This is Dr. Steve, and where are you from?
I'm from Miami.
You came a long way. How was your 3 days?
It was wonderful. It was frightening because there were so many difficult things that I experienced here. It's better than any one-to-one type experience that I've ever had.
And have you been to other Ozone workshops?
Yes,
How did this compare?
this was far superior. The other was didactic. This was hands-on as well as didactic.
And you'd recommend it to others?
I would absolutely recommend this to others. In
And-
fact, I'll recommend it to myself to take it again at some time in the future.
Thank you. And the cost?
Appropriate.
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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. May I post this on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So, Dr. Dan, this is the end of our workshop. You're my last one here. Where are you from?
It is. Lincoln, Nebraska.
And how was the workshop?
Amazing. Worth every day. Every
Worth
minute.
every day.
Yep, every minute, every day.
Worth the cost
No question about it.
and worth the time.
Worth two people's time, at least.
Thank you. And this is something you would pass on to other people.
Yes, highly recommend to colleagues and to their staff as well.
And have you been to other Ozone workshops?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. If you do, I would be curious for your take on it.
Definitely
Thanks.
will.
May I post this on YouTube?
Yes, Dr. Rowe.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I feel very blessed to have come here first.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
August 8th, 2022. This is Dr. Andre Williams, a
Yes.
physician from Jamaica.
Yes.
And you came a long way.
Oh man, it was worth it. It was worth it.
What are your comments on your 3 days here?
Yeah, so I've been to other ozone courses. I've been to other courses in general, but this one was so awesome for me anyway, because it helped me to ask questions that I didn't realize I had. And the information here is like cutting edge. I just love it. What's also great is the camaraderie between Dr. Robbins and Dr. Rowan, because it kind of makes you feel confident to kind of challenge things a little bit, and they're always pushing the boundaries a little bit more. So also the hands-on experience was amazing. So even if you've done other ozone courses, you need to come to this one because it's really awesome.
And just for the viewer, you're not here just for dialysis. You were here for basic training, injection training, and
Yep.
10-pass training.
Everything, and it was a lot, I'll be honest. But it was well worth it. When I get back to Jamaica, my brain goes back to like calm, normal. I'll be able to kind of sift through some of the information, but it really is like way more than you're expecting, so get ready for that.
Worth the cost?
Oh, more than
More than worth it.
more than worth the cost.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
obviously you would recommend this to other
Oh,
doctors.
absolutely.
Were you surprised at all by some of the things you saw in the first couple of days?
So in terms of it's like it took it a notch up, because I've been doing ozone since 2016, so I kind of have an idea what it's capable of. But this is kind of like more consolidation and a lot more like it's pushing the boundary just a little bit more, so that surprised me. Yeah, but as I said before, if you've already done an ozone course or you feel like you're at the max, still come. There's always more to learn, and these guys have it.
Thank you very much. May I
Sure.
post this on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
For the viewer, Dr. Williams, a Jamaican man,
Yep.
I think your people in Jamaica are unbelievably blessed to have you. You are one of the few people probably left in the world or in the region of North America
Wow.
who is adept and competent at neural therapy.
Yeah.
And neural therapy is a discipline that can help so many people with autonomic dysfunction and chronic pain.
Yeah.
And you are really adept.
Thank you.
Your people are blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is August 8th, 2022. This is Dr. Scott Doherty from Upper Michigan Peninsula.
Upper Peninsula, holistic medicine.
Holistic medicine, a physician, and you attended our full 3-day workshop.
Yes.
Comments?
A lot of information. I'm glad I had a foundation in ozone coming here. Wonderful networking. In fact, the chatter at times among the participants was distracting, but I knew that it was useful, and the connections that I made with the others was a big part of what was valuable about this. I knew I'd get a lot of information from you and your work
Did you
here.
get a lot?
Oh, a ton. The assimilation of that information, I'm confident, will go just fine, because that's the way it's gone for me. I've started from scratch and come to this, and everything's going great. As I speak, my office is being renovated, expanded. Rooms for the things that I've learned here will be used this fall and into the winter as I bring another doctor into my practice who's right out of residency, has already eschewed the organization, and is ready to roll with everything that I've learned here. So this has been a bit of a 2-for-1, because I have another doctor who you'll end up meeting, because we'll have her come and do it herself. But yeah, very useful.
Did you learn stuff here that you had not known?
Oh, for sure. And I think I told you I'd already been to a SOP Med course. I'd been to a Schallenberger course, and I was saving the best for last, or at least establishing what I thought was a good foundation, so that I could come here in your office, which is where I didn't go with those other courses, and in the office where I got to see your staff and your team at work. And therefore I feel confident that I can then go to my team and say, you guys are going to be blown away by what I just saw this team do, and they taught me/us how to do it at our place. So thank you.
Was it worth the money?
I'm sure it will turn out to have been worth the money. It didn't break my bank to pay to get here, and therefore I've already disconnected with what it costs me to get here.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me. Therefore, yes, it's well worth the money.
And you mentioned you had been to 2 other ozone classes. Could you tell the viewer what might be different about this class, what you might have gotten in this class compared to the others?
A broader range, especially of the injection techniques. Saw things that were not part of my previous learning. Felt really good about what I was witness to here on our first day. I'm comfortable injecting people, so I feel like I can now do one after seeing one, and I'm grateful to have the videos, because I'll look at those before I inject a prostate or before I do an anterior hip. I've always done lateral hips, so now I'm going to go anterior as early as later this week, when I have a patient who I've done 2 lateral hip injections on, and she's not turned the corner yet. So I'll let you know how the anterior goes.
Good. Thanks. May I post this on YouTube?
For sure.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. August 5th, 2022. This is Dr. Sai, who came all the way from the Bahamas.
Yes.
Long, long way. You've been to us before. What did you think of this workshop?
Even better than before. It was an exceptional workshop, especially the practical, all the practical points that we did. Yeah, the workshop was exceptional, especially the practical, the practice that we got with actually doing the procedures. Ozone is growing in leaps and bounds, and as Dr. Rowan always says, if you were stuck on an island somewhere and you had just one therapy to use, it would definitely be ozone. What is especially important today, was the practice for back pain, low back pain, joints, but more so than ever, prostate treatment with ozone.
Were you surprised by what you saw?
Yes and no. I know ozone is a wonderful drug. It's just a wonderful pharmaceutical, I guess, or drug or nutraceutical, and it can do wonderful things. We just have to do more, and I think the more people use it, the more we'll find out how useful it is.
And you're using ozone now?
Yes, I'm using ozone now. I plan to use a lot more.
What made you decide to come back?
Well, I was trying to get here before, then COVID stopped me. And so, but there's so many new things that you were doing, like I said, with the back, the prostate, female pelvic pain, shoulder, all these things. Now, especially direct intravenous ozone, what have you. All these things are so new and so helpful. So I needed an update.
And we did your shoulders, right?
Yes, you did my shoulders. They feel great. They feel great right now.
Pick them up. Let's see.
I can.
Oh, wow.
Remember they were like this?
Yeah.
Now I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
That come as a surprise?
Yeah, again, yes and no. I expected it to work, but I didn't expect it to work that quickly.
Okay, good. I'm really pleased we were able to help you.
Thank you.
May I post this on YouTube?
Sure.
Thanks. Was it worth the money?
More than worth the money.
More than worth the
Yeah,
money.
more than worth the
I
money.
like hearing that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
This is the end of our workshop, and this is Angela, who's come back for a second round. Angela, what do you think of your days here?
My mind is blown. I have learned so much more about ozone and just the whole ozone dialysis has just taken my mind to a totally different place. I've been doing ozone therapy for patients for many years, thanks to the great training by Dr. Robert Rowan. And right now, the sky is the limit. If you haven't come, sign up. You're missing it. You are in for a treat, and it will change your practice forever.
And you're a nurse, is that correct?
I am a nurse.
Okay. It was worth the money?
Absolutely. Worth the time,
And the
the
time.
money, and all the information. It's way more than what is described in the description of the class. So much more information, so many more doctors who give so much insight to what you're already teaching as well.
Have you been to other ozone workshops?
I have.
And how does this compare? Be honest. You can say anything.
Creme de la crop.
Thank you. Thank you. Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme, creme de la crop. It's the top. Be here. Don't miss it.
Thank you so much. May I post this on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
This is Dr. Armin, who comes from Southern California, and she's a gastroenterologist. And you've come to us for 2 days of ozone training. 10 passed, and today was dialysis. Can you please comment on the value of this workshop for you?
It's a great workshop, and I'm very impressed with all of these treatments. I'm very impressed with the nurses, that how great they are teaching us how to perform all these procedures, and they're never hesitant to answer the questions, even we repeat the question multiple times. They're great, very knowledgeable, very patient, and this is great educational program. I'm very, very happy, and I don't even can tell anything about this course that is not good. It's great in every aspect, in every corner, and everything that I learned today, I'm gonna use in my practice, and I'm very confident what I'm doing.
Thank you. Have you been to other ozone workshops?
Yes, I have been Dr. Schallenberger Ozone Workshop, but this is more hands-on. This is great program, and I learned a lot from this program.
Thank you. Worth the price?
Worth of price, every penny.
Every penny. Thank you. May I post this on YouTube?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I feel like I need to be standing.
Oh, go and sit. Come closer. This thing's running now.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Come closer. Okay, this is our last day. Everybody's got to be quiet because we're in the treatment room, and I'm getting treated right now. That's blood going into me. Summer, you came back the second round. How was it?
Awesome. Loved every minute.
It was worth it.
Definitely worth it.
And you'd recommend it to others.
Absolutely.
Worth the price?
Yes.
Food good?
Food was great.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I may post this, right?
You can absolutely post it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This is August 6th, 2022. This is Dr. Rick, a surgeon, who's come to our 2-day ozone workshop. You're a conventional surgeon, and very well trained, I know that. And I just want to know what your thoughts were of your 2 days with us.
Oh, I had a great time. I learned a lot. As a matter of fact, I just told Dr. Robbins that I couldn't keep up with everything that I learned. That I almost have to take the class again just to learn the stuff that I missed out on.
Where are you from?
Tulsa.
Okay, it's
Tulsa,
a good,
Oklahoma.
It's a good long way.
Yes,
Was it worth the money?
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
you'd recommend it to other docs?
Absolutely.
What
yes.
was the most surprising thing, or what were some surprising things here?
Some of the non-conventional ways of diagnosing people. That was probably the most significant thing. Stuff that I had never heard of. And I've been doing this for almost 30 years now, so it was...
And you experienced it on yourself, did you not?
Experienced it on myself, yes. And it's honestly hard to believe, but it actually yeah, it's something that I'm going to have to delve further into.
And did you not see some things with the results of ozone that were hard to believe?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, some of the range of motion that they got out of some of the stuff, it's amazing. But I already knew that ozone could help because of my son. My son has chronic kidney problems, and ozone has significantly helped him. And honestly, my wife, researching ozone, yours and Dr. Robbins' name kept coming up over and over, and she watched so many videos on you and read so much about you. She's the one that made the arrangements for me to come out here for this.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was worth it to you.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, thanks. May I post this on YouTube?
Feel free to.
Thank you. Today is August 6, 2022. This is Dr. Tanya, who's a medical doctor who came to us all the way from Toronto, Canada, another international class. This is the end of our 2-day ozone workshop. Tanya, what are your thoughts?
Well, I found it absolutely fascinating to see new methods on how to test and diagnose for problems in the musculoskeletal body. And I found that ozone therapy is just a remarkable way to heal the body that is inexpensive and relatively really low risk, only a few contraindications, and the results are phenomenal. And
Were you surprised by what you saw?
yes, I was. But I had some inkling that these results could happen based off of other people who've come here and have interviewed. And I was not disappointed.
Worth the money?
Yes, of course.
And the time?
Yes,
And that you'd recommend it to others?
I would.
Any additional comments?
I wish I could bring more of my colleagues here
Thank you. That is really nice.
and encourage them.
I wish you could too, because you were in a tough spot in Toronto, and I know that.
It's challenging. I'm going to continue to think how I can best move forward with it there and provide that to my local patients.
If you can bring multiple colleagues, talk to me and we'll work out something.
Interesting. Okay,
Thank you very much. Today's date is August 5th, 2022. This is Dr. Ayo. Where are you from?
From Southern California, the
Okay.
Inland Empire, about 35 miles east of LA.
Okay. And you attended our first day of our weekend workshop. And
Yes.
I just wanted to ask you what you thought of it.
Oh, it was great. My first experience and exposure to ozone. I'm very impressed with the breadth of instruction and the organization of the training, and also all that ozone can treat. It seems to be one of the therapies that it doesn't just have an indication for one system or one disease, but it appears that ozone is extremely powerful for most everything.
Was it worth coming?
Absolutely, very worth coming.
Thank you. Was it worth the price?
Yes, of course, it's worth the price.
And would you recommend it to others?
Yeah, I do. I recommend this course to others. It's a great way that we can all apply better therapies to our patients. So that's well worth it.
Thanks. May I post this on YouTube?
Sure.
Thank you very much. This is August 8th. This is our dialysis workshop. This is Dr. Valerie, naturopath from
LA.
And what were your thoughts on our workshop?
I thought it was very interesting. I want to start implementing this treatment with my chronic infectious disease patients soon.
Great. Do you do ozone now?
I have done major autohemotherapy, and we do that at Holtorf's, and I've done direct ozone a little bit.
Okay. Are you using gravity or hyperbaric?
Gravity.
Okay.
We still need to get Zotzman.
Okay. I hope you do.
Yeah, me too.
Was it so? You enjoy this?
Yes. Yeah, it was very good. I really liked the process too.
Okay.
I actually volunteered at a dialysis center when I was in high school. It kind of takes me back.
Okay, good. May I post this on YouTube?
Sure.
Thanks very much. This is Dr. Mark, day one of our meeting, and he won't be coming back for the next couple days, and I wanted to ask you what you thought of the workshop.
I think it's great. I like the reinforcement that ozone's a great therapy.
Did you learn some things?
Yes.
Were you surprised by some things?
Yeah, the kinesiology.
Okay. Was it worth it to come?
Yes.
Will it make a difference in your practice?
Yes.
Good, thanks. May I post this on YouTube?
Yes.
Thanks. This is the end of our 3-day workshop. This is Dr. Nick. Nick, where'd you come from?
St. Louis.
And how was your workshop?
It was awesome, despite the travel, the hassles getting here,
Was it
the
worth
delays.
coming?
It was definitely worth coming.
Was it worth the price?
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you surprised by what you saw?
I wasn't surprised because I had high expectations coming in, and I think you guys met and surpassed the expectations.
Oh, I
so.
love to hear that. Thank you. Have
Yeah.
you been to other Ozone workshops?
I have, yes.
How did this compare? Be honest.
It was on par, and if not better. I mean, all the little nuances you can't, it's worth more than money can buy. So.
Oh, my,
yeah.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. May I post this on YouTube?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Today is August 8th, 2022. This is Dr. Michelle. And this is our ozone dialysis workshop. Comments?
It was really informative. I got enough practice that I'm going to be able to go home and do some modifications. I will have to think about how I'm going to implement it, but I love the treatment, love the prospects for my patients, and it was a great workshop.
Worth coming?
Oh, definitely.
Worth the price?
Yes. Yes. I'll probably make up the price in 5 or 6 treatments. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Would you and you'd recommend this to others then?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. May I post this on YouTube?
Sure.
Thank you. It's August 8th, 2022. This is Dr. Nicole, a naturopath from Las Vegas. And she's here for our dialysis ozone. And I wanted your comments on the class.
It was fun. I had a great time. I learned a lot. I got a lot of information that I need to go home and review. I'm excited to get started with it.
Worth coming?
Definitely worth coming.
Think it's worth the cost too?
I do. It's going to be really beneficial for our patients.
Good. Okay, something you'd recommend to other professionals?
Absolutely, 100%.
Thanks very much. May I post this on YouTube?
Sure.
Thanks.